Yes, no, maybe. Yes. Alright. Just gonna click over here and. Always something with you. Alright. Okay. Welcome back, my lovelies. Whisper219 here, and today I'm playing the Outer Worlds because I need... The world's just going crazy right now. So... I basically just said, hey, Obsidian, give me an escape. So, from the creators of Fallout and the developers of Fallout New Vegas, I bring to you the Outer Worlds. For one thing, this game is gorgeous. This is my character so far. When I was choosing the skin tone, I didn't realize that the skin tone would be that dark, but then again, I don't know, tried to make it look like me, but as you can probably tell, I'm not that. But, you know, whatever. Alright, so, yeah. So this is a corporate town, and I just shut off the power to the entire town. And, well, fuck them. The power I diverted it to was a better cause. Yep. Before I do that,
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy. You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state? You don't know that. I could have been saying anything. Maybe I said vague. You know how words sound a mite strange when you're sick. Wait, no. Oh, damn it. Okay, listen. Maybe I am feeling a little under the weather, but I swear I'm on the mend. Please, don't tell the constable. And become the town pariah? I'm already the oldest worker in town. I don't need to give them another reason to avoid me. Hey, you're hale and healthy and possibly for hire, ain't ya? Do a good turn for an expiring old man. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
In there already. Is this the medicine you're talking about?
Already? And you ain't been ground down into marauder meat? Let's see it. Don't keep us waiting. Sweet life-giving nostrum. The first hit's always the best. Scratched together all the bits I had around the domicile. It ain't as much as you deserve, but it's all I got.
See you around. And I still need to talk to you.
As I was on the mend, the cannery had to go and shut down. Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. I put a few bits aside for my grave. Not that I'll be seeing the inside of it anytime soon. What with being on the mend.
I'll leave you be. Yeah. I don't like Edgewater as a town because it's solely dependent on this cannery right here. And, well, they work their employees to death, then try and kill them when they don't come back to work. Oh, and they have to pay for the fact that, technically they're damaging company property by, not working. So...
Are we getting paid or not?
Any loss of productivity will be deducted from your pay. Oh, it's you. Reed told me I should be expecting you. He's inside.
Still going after this, actually. Silas. Counteract Sadiq. Oh, right. Phyllis Granger. Actually, why the fuck am I still doing this? Why am I collecting gravesite fees? Not a fucking tax collector.
You want to know what gets my bile churning? Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters, plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it? Is that right? I'm dying to hear this. Please, educate me. Adelaide. Adelaide wants nothing more than to see this town suffer. To see me suffer. All you've done is satisfied her hatred. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you.
Is that right? Are you kidding me? Dialogue. Intimidate. Mhm. Mhm. Okay, so it's a body attribute.
You want to know what Edge and it is that right? What? All right, easy now. Let's not do anything we'll regret. I'll order my guards to stand down. Take what you came for and then leave us be. Stand down, all of you. We're done here.
Yeah. Alright. Now, my companion, Pravati, I would expect her to say something about this, but she's of two minds about this place. For one thing, she thinks it's, because this is her home, she thinks there are some good people here that don't deserve to be punished. On the other hand, she's also seen what Adelaide has created, and, well, she doesn't mind it. But I need the power regulator. So, Forgot you don't have to exit out of those menus. Just look away. Yeah.
What are we supposed to do now?
Exercise patience and contemplate the scriptures.
Right.
Got my hands full at the moment. Make it quick, please.
Alright. Well, I was gonna suggest, hey, there's a camp not far from here, Botanical Gardens. Feel willing to join them, they might offer you, a safe place to stay.
Okay, keep him quiet.
That was a lot of plasma shells, but... Pew pew. Bunch of junk that can be sold for... bits. Alright. The original captain of this ship, the escape pod that I landed on this planet in, crushed him. So... now it's my ship.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. Edgewater won't last another season without power, but that don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. Company expects me back at my post. I have imagined it, but until you came along, I never thought I had the choice. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
Why do you think I brought you along?
Yes! I mean, Thanks. You won't regret this, ma'am. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Oh, by the way, the AI calls me Alex, so... Right. Right. Now that's a sound I like to hear. Come on. Yeah. Health regenerates, so I'm not that...
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise. What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Alright. Yes.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
Yeah. I've been feeling a little lightheaded. Also, I can slow down time.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine.
Well, I mean, it has proved useful.
What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame.
No shit.
Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists.
Alright.
Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Why do I need a nav key to land on a planet?
Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kelly.
Okay. Can't I land somewhere outside Stellar Bay?
In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience. Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb.
Okay.
You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me. Talk to Gladys Culkelly.
What if I just go there anyways? About this Gladys person, how do I know I can trust her?
Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her.
Okay, but that doesn't tell me if I can trust her. I'm not even sure I trust you. What's stopping me from just leaving Halcyon altogether?
Without a skip drive, good luck. You'll be dead before you make it to the nearest star. Look, I admire your optimism, but the sad truth is you're stuck here. You, me, and the rest of this colony. We're all skating precariously around the edge of oblivion together. None of us are leaving Halcyon alive, so we may as well make it a better place, and we can start by reviving the hope.
Fine, I'll have a word with Gladys.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
I'll put it to good use, thanks.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Got it. Nice. Captain's quarters. Alright. Cool. Messages for Alex Hawthorne. Unread messages. From you, Bedford. Forgot to mention in my previous message, silly me, I'm mailing you a copy of my favorite serial, The Space Adventures of Singularity Steel. It's about a dashing space pirate with a heart of, well, steel. It's not exactly board approved, so don't you go showing it around to your spacer buddies. I hope it will amuse you while you're out adventuring. Any similarities to a certain someone are entirely intentional. Say what? Note to self, remember this later. No, better. Ada, remind me weekly to check this log until I tell you to stop. Yes, I mean continually. No, Ada, not if I'm dead. Why would you even ask me that? Back to my point. I saw in actuality, with my own two eyes, a sublimely powerful weapon in Wells' lab, just sitting there for the taking. If the gray hair were to look away or forget about it, maybe. But if I'd asked a smidgen more nicely... He called it a shrink ray, but wouldn't let me test that claim after I lost my temper. Said he was inspired to create the thing by the achievements of other scientists who dared to push the boundaries of human knowledge and decency laws. He'd heard rumors of fantastical weapons like this one, weapons that push the boundaries of the mind and science's cutting edge, but I figured they were just stories, to be honest. Laying eyes on Wells' shrink ray firsthand is enough to make a fellow wonder if there's more to the rumors. More to be had. Age. Last time I got sloshed, I was imbibing at the Lost Hope on the Groundbreaker. Look, Udam was really free with the drinks. He seems like an okay fellow. I shamelessly but subtly eavesdropped on two Mardets yammering about a mad scientist some years back who claimed he'd made a huge discovery that would change the fate of the colony. Like none of us have heard that one before. But here's the good part. The Mardet said the mad scientist kept yelling about the Hammer's power or something similar. A strange weapon with a special power created by a crazy lab coat? Sure fits the bill. Be another one of the weapons that inspired Wells. Why won't Wells just give me the give the shrink ray to me? Blast into the depths of the labyrinth on Tartarus and back. The records show I did apologize for shutting it down 5 times, but architect be damned, it's just sitting there, neglected and gathering dust. I should have commandeered it and thanked him without asking permission, or breaking expensive equipment when he said it wasn't ready yet, and that even if it were, he wouldn't entrust it to someone like me. What does that even mean, I ask? That I'm not trustworthy enough? That I use it to wipe out the good, hard-working folks of the colony like some sort of mindless psycho? I'll admit to maintaining some questionable associations, but I follow a strict code of me, myself, and mine. What's not to respect in that? Exactly. Now I have to wait until Wells forgets or thinks he's misplaced it. In the meanwhile, I've been tracking down additional rumors pertaining to the others of these science weapons throughout Halcyon. If gossip holds true, my next step will be to check with the black market merchants on the Groundbreaker and in Fallbrook. Right. Oh, finally, somewhere where I can actually put stuff. I have a sword that needs modifying. Yes, I understand. It's literally just a blowtorch eating the blade. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Wow. Okay, for 1, that's pretty. For 2, that's pretty. And for 3, holy shit, there's a lot of stuff here.
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors? Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? See you soon, Captain.
So... Okay. Okay.
Hello?
Ah.
Can you hear me? Does this work?
Yes.
Oh, damn it, blast, that's loud.
Ah.
I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself.
Uh-huh.
Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since, in fact, I've never had a visitor.
Hello.
Oh, thank the law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, but you never know.
Exactly why did I climb into this pod in the first place?
My little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout. Not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you for tolerating my somewhat brusque manner.
I did.
I only regret that I couldn't save more of your fellow settlers, what with being hunted by the board, and emptying my supply of necessary chemicals. Please, by all means.
Oh my goodness.
Aha! I see you found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray. Find a target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime.
Bubbles. Okay then. Cysty pig. I see. Cyst. E. Pig. Wait a minute. That thing's still alive and has no idea what to do. Okay. I mean, I kind of expected that of, you know. Hello. $14. Okay. Mop up melted pig. Okay. Watch. Messages. I worked it out. Explain details later. Will be difficult to reproduce. Need your help. All necessary materials should be present in Halcyon, but locations elude me. Dumped a new associate, Dirtside Terra 2, near Edgewater. They have a stake in my purpose, but trust in them only about 23.7 at present. They're recovering a ship, should be along any time. Just need to know where to send them. Please let me know when you get this. Eager to be done. Okay.
Careful, that's my communications terminal. Ah, your old hibernation mask. Had to remove it, you know, in case you were prone to vomiting.
Alright. No sign of sudden traumatic mass cell wall collapse. Encouraging. Reminder, still need to mop up pig. Numbness and left heel. Who even needs that? Looking at sample. Evidence of hyperactive production of dopamine and norepinephrine. Curious. No evidence of entropic... Feel ridiculous selling mostly frozen slabs of meat. You're doing fine, Finn. Practicing bedside manner important. It's recovery. Experience tachypsychia. Exaggerated fight or flight response. Checked brainwave. Found sharp uptick in perceptive/cognitive processing when I jostled the probe. Fascinating. Equivalent to speed of common fly's brain. Could be useful in stressful situations. Subjective time dilation. See world moving in slow motion. Would everyone from Hope have this sort of brain damage, or is it peculiar to Finn? Can't wait to awaken more from a Hope. Study in detail. Is it even right to call this effect brain damage? Seems like enhancement to me. Who wouldn't want to call it a hyperfast cognitive response? Am I envious? To expand the span of a breath to an eternity? Be able just for a moment to perceive the world in all its infinite detail. Yes, I believe I do envy you, Finn. Spent 4 decades in space with nothing but the technology of this little chamber keeping you alive. The rest of your fellow colonists are still trapped in similar chambers, waiting for you to restore them.
Reviving you from hibernation was my greatest accomplishment. Your odds of survival were a mere 28%.
Yeah, that's better than nothing. If I was playing XCOM, I'd take that. Obscure body in the SK system? The fuck? Poster. I can calculate the movement of the heavenly bodies, but not the madness of men. Newton. Yeah. Experimental notes. Reverts back to its original cell structure with a treated tincture of dimethyl sulfoxide. Bad news, difficult to acquire. Your adverse reactions. Must find more. Ugh. Fresh out of Anti-Cleo's, experimenting with Spacer's Choice partially emulsified creamer substitute. So gross. Such a gross way to say coffee creamer. Finished brewing, adding 2 ounces of Spacer's Choice. Atrocious. Felt part of self die on the inside. Oh my gosh, why am I yawning so much? Ah! Reminder, add Spacer's Choice to the list. Note to self number 2, buy more mouthwash. Spared one of my stock of experimental cysty pigs to be used as a renewable source of nourishment. Had named this lucky pig Bubbles. Giving an animal a name establishes rapport and creates a positive emotional bond. Allegedly improves flavor of I will not disagree that an animal that just sheds cancerous growths that you can then prepare like food, I will not dispute that that is... You know how they say you don't ask where sausage comes from? Like, if you want to continue to eat hot dogs, don't watch how they're made. This. I'm not even sure I would want to eat this, no matter how good it smelled, or if I knew where it was from. Hello.
Great work.
Stendo site, tech kit, bit cartridge, overhauled power helmet, standard tripod. I'll take all, sure. Back this way. Dang it. I'm impressed that he manages to keep something like this up and running without any help. Do I put said posters up in the captain's quarters? So like the spores of the puffball cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil will put down new roots. Adelaide. That's nice.
Thinking of tinkering at the workbench? I used to love watching Alex work. Now I like watching you.
Okay. So she likes to watch. That's good to know. Science weapon created by Dr. Phineas Wells. This handheld device is capable of shrinking any living being it's fired at. On the bottom of the grip, Dr. Wells has personally signed the weapon. Breathe, Aaron. Breathe. Has personally signed the weapon and optimistically numbered it 001. There. Now the saber's up to... Now the saber's up to snuff. Also, I just really love... I really love the way this looks. I feel like I could build this. Oh, but that floral pattern on the handle would be so difficult to do. But it would also be oh so satisfying to finish. Oh, I want to make this in real life so much. But I don't know how I would. Alright.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Awesome.
Got a sec?
Yeah.
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson? I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Yeah, probably.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Groundbreaker. It's a mining ship, I believe.
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the by.
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
Welcome. grinning like an idiot.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get cute with me again, you little back bay brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this. I need a drink.
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
Notice you were in the middle of an argument earlier.
Sure was. Got a knack for upsetting the board and the Mardettes all at once. Between you and me, I was hoping they'd come to fisticuffs.
Heard you knocked someone out with a tossball stick.
My Rizzo's Rangers, all right? You can't just insult my Rangers and expect to get away with it. So, of course, I decked him with a tossball stick. I mean, what am I? Some kind of fair-weather fan? Only the finest group of tossball players ever to take the field. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
Oh,
look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Got any plans?
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
Technically, the previous captain died in a horrible accident.
So your ship's got a dark and violent history? This is just too perfect. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
You in a hurry to get somewhere?
Oh, not at all. Just, you know, gonna figure out what to do next. See you around, boss.
I find you on my ship. I'm not gonna toss you out the airlock, but I am gonna put you to work.
Yeah, I've done work for Sublight. Need to pay the bills somehow.
I wonder what that fella did to get the board so riled at him.
Gnar McRed.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
How do I get this
We want
resolved?
to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it.
Alright. I take it this happens a lot?
Just the opposite. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations here.
They must have a real big bee in their bonnets then. Everyone knows you don't trifle with Groundbreaker if you want to get your goods on time.
If I had to take a guess as to why, you probably riled up the wrong petty board bureaucrat. A man named Udom Bedford.
Right, I'll go talk to him and straighten this out.
Take the starch out of him? Well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor? Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Alright. Shipment?
A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling.
Got it.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
What can you tell me about Udom Bedford?
He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
Ah. Sounds like a fun guy.
Really likes his cereals, too. Maybe a little too much. Bit of a weird bird, all told.
Don't see what's so wrong about liking cereals. They're fun.
Udom takes it to an, unhealthy level.
Looking for someone named Gladys.
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade.
Alright.
Make sure you bring an empty belly. Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. Two biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
That's fine. Didn't think there were many independent operators in the system.
Relative to the board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either.
It's important. How does Halcyon Holdings work anyway?
Are you pulling my leg?
Just want to hear your take on
Like
it.
this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the Board.
Ah. So how does Groundbreaker fit into that?
Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope. Once everybody'd been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Now, here we are.
Cool. Board runs most of the system, don't they?
Yep. Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing base. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year.
Oh, great.
Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself.
Yeah.
Glad to help.
What do you know about Sublight Salvage?
They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished.
Yeah?
They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them.
Alright. Looking for something a little more local.
Commandant Sanity might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me.
Alright.
Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
Ah, well, that sounds...
Kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
Got it.
Happy to help. That's my job, after all.
You're real good at it, too.
Well, thank you, miss. It's nice to be recognized. Yep. All right.
See you around.
Be seeing you.
Bedford, Gladys.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his name was Graham?
Graham, right. Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters. Now I've heard everything.
You know, it takes more muscles to frown than to smile.
Who told you that? Graham?
Asshole.
Holy shit!
Rizzo's Knock You Out Bar. A CCN 76 milk chocolate bar with caramel and pea-free nuts in it. It's time for a KYO.
Okay. Alrighty then. I have no words. This.
Can we rent an upstairs room?
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed. The board's embargo ensures that nothing can leave the planet and threaten our hardworking citizens. You've been listening to Halcyon News, your mandated duty as a good citizen of Halcyon.
Bullets and things. What the fuck? Okay, that just looks cool. Automatic pistol. Sheesh. I mean, I like these colors, but yeah. This is a level of tacky I'm... Ugh. Fundable edibles. Inventory. Yeah. I need to upgrade this. Lost hope.
tramp freighters more paths.
Are there enough tramps in Halcyon to make up the difference?
Take another look at that half-empty docking bay and tell me what you think.
Ish. Yeah. Martin Callahan.
Are you listening to me, Emfuru? You can't get me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene.
Something I can help you with?
Buy supplies for me? You seem well stocked.
Not without dispensation from Chief Jun Lei, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by out here.
How do you mean?
We don't have the ability to manufacture our own medical supplies here on Groundbreaker.
Ah.
Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and antibiotics, as well as more critical resources like adequately trained staff. We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cleos, but they demanded we only use their branded drugs, and that's simply not tenable.
No, it's not.
Take care.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jesse in the first place.
What's this about your friend?
Let me get one thing straight. Jesse and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay?
Okay.
As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors.
Wait, you don't even like her, but you're checking on her?
You say that like it's weird.
This is very noble of you.
It is most certainly not. And watch where you go saying that, okay? You're gonna give people the wrong idea.
Right.
I just don't like to leave a debt unpaid, that's all.
Okay.
Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
Right. So I need clearance. Stealth. Restricted area. Alright. Inventory. This thing looks painful to wear.
What seems to be the problem? If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her.
Great. The records say?
She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying.
Might be what I'm implying. Might. Who's to say, though?
Take care.
boasted about the Scylla shortcut, but could you maybe venture through a pocket of space that isn't infested with pirates? You know, pirates, the ones who love cargo and hate rules. Here in Medway, we've got blunt tools, watered-down meds, long shifts, and shaky hands. Don't let me down. Staff shortage. Yeah, sounds like bureaucracy, alright. Bedford, Lattice, Callahan, old shells.
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? That's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you.
Let's see what we got for sale. Oh, dang. Deadeye assault rifle.
What the hell's going on? We were in a holding pattern for 2 hours just to get in.
Comms had to go on break. Chief didn't have enough hands to coordinate talking. Something about the radiators being busted. I don't know. Not my problem, right?
Alright.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
These stairs are board property. Disperse now, or I'll detain you for trespassing.
Oh, real scary. You're really gonna arrest us on our station?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is Chief Junlei's ship. You don't own shit here.
Step back. I'm required by board bylaws to use excessive force.
The Mardettes would space you for trying, you waste of O2 scrubbers.
Yeah, O2 scrubbers.
Look, just get out of here before I tell your captain what you've been getting up to on the clock.
Whatever. We got a date at the Lost Hope anyway.
Is this really what you want to be doing with your life, Marcy? Guarding stairs for that walking mustache Udon fucking Bedford? I gotta get off this detail.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
How about no? That is creepy. I don't like that.
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor? Maybe it's a bit secondhand, but that's only a testament to its durability. We also have a line of specialized melee weapons, for those times you have to repel boarders but don't want to risk a bullet through the hull.
Mm-hmm. See what you got for sale. Secure. security blade. Stabby and shocky. That looks like it'd hurt. This just looks terrifyingly effective.
Trying to stop.
I put a couple of bits in Vera's pool. 1,000 says Rizzo's Rangers make it to the demi-finals this year.
I hate to say it, but the Circus Time Clowns look good this year. The rookie tender is, well, she could break me over her knee, and I'd kind of like it.
The Clowns, though? They're a joke.
They're getting better. I think their shtick is actually an advantage when they play in Bird Creek Grove.
Half the games up in Bird Creek are canceled due to blizzard conditions anyway.
I got 500 bits that say all the games there get canceled this season.
You're on.
That's actually a good bet. Sublight salvage and shipping. You knew.
CNP, I can't believe it's not forced. It's unbelievable how good it is.
Recent users. Okay. You made your spacer's choice when you signed the employment contract. Oof.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget.
Fair warning, you're still logged in on one of the public terminals.
Shit. Oh, shit. No, I mean, yeah, excellent. Yeah, that was intentional.
No, it was not.
As the face of Spacer's Choice, it's my honor to be a public figure. Who needs privacy when you have job security?
I've got to ask you about the hat.
I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division.
Doing all right in there?
Oh, I'm having a stellar day. And not just because I'm legally obligated to say so. Almost as stellar as Spacer's Choice is affordable.
You see in there?
I can see all of the top-quality merchandise in the Spacer's Choice catalog, which is available here at a reasonable price.
How do you brush your teeth?
Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste at this time, but we're always working on delivering exciting new products to our customers.
Uh-huh.
Sprat Wash, Mouthwash, and Mantafloss are among the exciting line of dental goods currently in development.
Miss eating solid food?
Don't miss out on these deals. You'll find none like 'em on all of Groundbreaker. Or anywhere in the Halcyon colony.
Uh-huh. You have to sleep with that on?
Trouble sleeping? Try our Lunar Eclipse mix. That's 2 handfuls of pep pills washed down with a hearty swig of 2-hour energy brew. The blast will send you through the stratosphere, and the crash will knock you out cold, guaranteed.
Spacer's Choice make you wear that?
Add an additional 10% to your purchase today, and the proceeds will be donated to Spacer Cares, our premier corporate welfare program. At Spacer's Choice, we care about your health and emotional well-being. That's why we put Martin through 6 years of vendor school, only to make him wear this hat.
Do you need me to help you get? Do you need me to help you get out of there?
Even if my contract didn't forbid it, I think it's part of me now. Now, are you ready to make Spacer's Choice Lunar Green Moonmouth lozenges a part of you? Lunar Green, the future is spearmint.
I am addressing the man beneath the mask. Are you okay?
Damn it. No slogan for that one. Look, this hat, my job, it may not seem like much to a brave space captain, but they're all that I have. If there are self-made purgatories, then we all have to live in them. Mine can be no worse than someone else's. Now, if we're done with the chit-chat, I hope you don't mind if I make the most of this short life and try to be the best moon person I can be.
Sorry if I pushed you too hard, Martin.
It's fine. I should be stronger than this. Thanks for taking an interest. Speaking of interest, can I interest you in some quality budget goods? At Spacer's Choice, we cut corners so you don't have to.
Unless, of course, the cut corners products are being used to cut corners. In which case, well, then you're just ending up with less to begin with. Work for Spacer's Choice. Ever been to Edgewater?
Heard of it. My orientation aether wave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
Well, don't go looking into it.
If you did, that'd be good, actually. They could use the help.
Yeah.
I'd have to go over my contract, but I don't think I'm allowed to leave Groundbreaker. Or this stall. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too.
See what we got for sale.
Have a look.
Excuse me. Hey, how do you feel if I sold you some anti-Cleo stuff? Eh? Oh. Be a nope to the... and that's a nope to that. Don't want... Not sure if my dad still smokes, but it's... No. Just no. Feel sorry for you, Martin. Is this way?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game into question. Both teams have tested negative for performance-enhancing stims. A tossball first. Coaches and referees are debating how and if this behavior could lead to an unfair advantage. This is Halcyon News, reminding you that there's no I in news, no we in Halcyon, and no Mercury in Saltuna.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time.
Yeah, I feel it. How's life on Groundbreaker?
Fine, as long as the board keeps its grubby mitts to itself.
Yeah, I feel that.
Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our rusty old crown.
You mentioned Sublight.
Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight. But I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one.
Do you do business with Promenade merchants?
Of course. Most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
Martin's not that bad. He's suffering just as much as you think he is.
Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free.
Looking for Gladys.
Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right, depending on which direction you count from.
I'll be on my way. Thank you.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt the regularly scheduled advertising for the following story. And now for a special word from Chairman Rockman.
Greetings, hard-working citizens. In these profitable times, we need only look to one another to find examples of honest labor and earnest work ethic. But there are those who cheat and swindle.
Into engineering. Notices. Regarding the food situation. "11 kinds of mustard. Wow. Alright. Send the board your hate mail. Especially your hate mail. Down on my luck. Sheesh. 56 times in 632 days. Anyone seen Private Taylor? Groundbreaker meetup. Alright. Just got off ice from a round trip to Dashkova. 2 years out, 2 years back. Imagine my surprise when we de-thawed and Groundbreaker comms told us the docking was going to be delayed. 1 hour turned into 5, then days went by. In the end, we spent an entire goddamn week waiting for berth on this law-fucked bolt bucket. And because we were kicking our heels all the time, not one of us got paid. I don't know about you, but I got expenses. A family I don't see often enough, debt you wouldn't fucking believe. And even if I'm not working, I still gotta make my payments. Does that seem proper to you? Do we conveyors have rights? We should do something about this. If you agree, leave a message here, and I'll respond when I get back from Gensan in 3 years. That's not gonna happen. Anybody? No objections? Nothing? Good.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells.
Ooh.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your
Those XF411s? And an old Yakita 37? You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. Finn, nice place you got here, Chief.
No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
Well... do whatever I can to keep the peace.
Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Once I get out of Impound, I'm bound for Monarch.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
Seems kind of warm in here.
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship.
That's not good.
Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
Is there no room for compromise?
None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that.
Yeah.
The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone aboard, will be cooked alive.
Need a contractor to work this out. I'm available for a reasonable rate.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
But there's a catch, right?
The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
I tried sending in anyone else down there to get the parts?
I have. One of my engineers, plus a small security detail. They didn't come back. I can't afford to lose any Mardits on this job. No offense, but a freelancer like you is more dispensable.
Yeah, I'm more capable as well.
Nice and pragmatic. Thanks for understanding.
I'll get you those parts from the back base.
Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs. The ship's groaning something fierce, but I can make time for you.
Parvati, you wanted to talk to Junli? Go ahead.
What? I didn't think you just...
Go ahead.
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Nudge Parvati to continue.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Parvati, don't be shy about requesting time off if you need to compare notes in person.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain.
Go ahead.
Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
Nice job, Parvati.
Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
Ah! Music! Oh, perks. Oh, fuck yeah. Ability to fast travel when encumbered? Yeah.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Terror on the frontier. Mysterious stranger threatens our way of life. You damn right I do.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king. Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain.
That down before you incinerate the entire deck.
I know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above. It's a catalyst, just like me. Keep talking. I like the sound of your voice.
Here for some parts Junlei sent me.
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff. You won't even know we were here.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back, with the crew.
So, can I grab that part then?
You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifices, prophecy, shit like that.
Be right back after I scrounge together some tribute. Long Dark's rubbing off on me. Skills. Lie. Inventory. Use. Mind attributes. Character. Are you kidding me? Well, I already saved for this, so...
Here we go!
Yep. Yep. How many of them? Medical drone. Outlaw. Outlaw.
Look at this!
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
You came with the crew. I know.
That's right.
Tennyson. We were just sitting in a circle, sucking down exhaust fumes and toasting to the memory of our brain cells, making this broken angel fly again.
So I can grab that part then?
You don't just ask a...
Uh-huh. How about I just kill you and take the parts?
Incoming! Got it. Inside voices.
that chewy gristle go. Shoot on sight, jesters!
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Red gave me a taste of the good stuff. I've been drinking for days.
Careful with that shit. You'll end up as crazy as he is.
Incoming!
Bati, a little help? Fuck. I see. Montag. Huh. I'll take him. I'm not a super big fan of taking the aggressive approach. I don't necessarily want to take the aggressive approach, but
guess I'm honored.
Hello. It's not stealing if all the owners are dead. Okay, what the fuck does that little symbol down at the bottom mean? Now I grow shrooms for a bunch of outlaws. Not even for selling, they just eat the damn things by the handful. Some of the crew have been tripping for weeks. I suppose it could be worse. Heard of a sublet contractor who got dissolved in chemicals and flushed down waste treatment for stealing from Lilia. Now McRed, he's always happy to see me. Calls me his fungus lad. Just set a man on fire for having his laces undone. I should be more careful about what I'm growing. I'll find something that calms him down. Yeah? Bread worm? Oh my goodness, it looks like a baguette. That is strangely adorable. It's horrifying, but it's also strangely adorable at the same time. What the fuck? Can you tell I love this game? Forgetting. Oh, hell yeah. Max. Pipe patch. Oh.
Smells kind of like old Bess's outflow pipes.
Hmm. Yeah. Journal. Happiness is a warm spaceship. Killed McRed and are now free to go and retrieve the parts.
It's so cozy.
Not taking cigarettes. If I can avoid it, I'm not taking cigarettes.
Incoming!
Well then. Fuck! This game's actually good about autosaves.
Smells kind of like old Bess's outflow pipes. Ugh. It's so cozy.
Yeah. This is what the underbelly of most industrial complexes, most industrial, like space industrial complexes end up looking like in every piece of sci-fi media I've seen. Yeah.
Got it. Heads down.
Now...
Lay's gonna be pleased as pie when we show her these.
Yep. Alright. Thank you. Thank you so very much. I was going to be walking through there, so...
This is Halcyon News.
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed. Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
Slight? Define slight.
More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle.
Alright.
We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside. They got into the radiators, and here we are.
I'll make my way down there.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
You get a plasma rifle. This is not the Spacer's Choice jingle.
The controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radiators. You don't need to kill the meth village, but I'd be mighty grateful if you did. I've got this thing about giant insects.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
Nice one! Talking him won't work.
Good news? Strong tells me the security mechanicals will be a bunch of men. Bad news. Diagnostic reservoirs are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next.
Great.
Fast if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix them later.
So, security is once again acting up. Nothing I can't handle. Bar door. Alright.
Unexpected.
We did it! You took one down!
It's definitely very warm in here. IRL, I would be sweating buckets.
Nearby automac.
That's how you do it.
That's the terminal. I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps.
Ground and half-cocked solutions are all we have got to mend Groundbreaker's bones. Can't revive one system without cannibalizing another. Grandma lived with that reality, and so will I. What happens when I'm not around? Taking a beating during the crossing because she spent half her career patching it up. A hangar that doesn't match any dots. Something that might have gotten sealed off along the way, like blood cells isolating an infection. I hate to put sentiment down in print, but every time I open a panel or find some workaround in the guts of this old bird, it's like I can feel you reaching out for me from the past, Grandma.
Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you things.
Thank you. Go. Around here? Nope, nothing. Alright. Yep, okay. Store's open too. Yep. Right. Yeah, that looks a lot healthier. There's a part of a spaceship that's glowing, and it shouldn't be. You got problems. You got a spaceship, you got too much heat, you got problems. Archive logs and transmissions. Arrival confirmation. Arrived at Lagrange Point. Prefab housing, settlers, and supplies. Prosper and expand. Be remiss if I close this transmission without sending my hopes and best wishes back to Earth. So much ahead of us, but we will never forget what we left behind. Some very rich and unsavory elements among our colonial neighbors seem to have the wrong idea about why I flew us out here. Fiercely independent.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your...
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Nice. Thank you. Yeah, you clearly don't have a lot of faith in the board.
You're right, I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong.
Mm-hmm. How do you keep the board at the safe distance?
I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change.
I can help you with that.
You've got my attention.
What's it like being in command around here?
Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget.
Fun.
Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand.
Parvati here could always help you shoulder the burden.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench. Nothing special. Not like a chief engineer.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels, we could work something out.
Aren't you a little young to be training a successor, by the way?
You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so.
Nah.
The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. It's only a question of when.
Ship is a family business?
Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gayan, kept it together during the crossing until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
They must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer.
Condolences, Junli. I'm sure those were some big shoes to fill.
Appreciate it. There wasn't much that took me by surprise about the job, but the little things you never expect or think about, they add up over time. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about.
There's a self-destruct mechanism.
I hope that was a joke, Captain. I really do.
It was.
I gelded that thing years ago. Now it brews a stim that goes down stronger than Nan or Spank. Family recipe.
I may have to partake.
You've got my attention.
We'll be on our way.
Hey, you the one who fixed
This
those
is
radios?
Halcyon News.
Nice work.
We
You
interrupt
really
your
saved our
regularly
buns.
scheduled
Whenever you're
advertisement
free,
for the
let's have a
following
chat.
story. Toss ball.
You aiming to send a message? If so, we best do it now while we still got time.
Is that what you do for Groundbreaker? Relay messages?
Well, yeah. The comm center routes all messages within, to, and from the Groundbreaker. We also switchboard most of the message traffic throughout the Halcyon system. Of course, we're about to go dead, so I may be reappropriated to Architect Knows Where doing Law Knows What soon enough.
Why are you about to lose comm capabilities?
Our primary relay station's soon to be occluded by a gas giant. Happens every 40 years or thereabouts. The event's forecasted to last for months, during which we'll lose signal to the station.
That'll put the whole system in a right dire situation.
We've got backup auxiliary relays, but the one currently in orbital range went offline some months ago. We can't spare people for routine maintenance.
Sounds like it's time to get the auxiliary station back online.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I finally got the chief to approve the budget for a diagnostic expedition. But allocating the personnel loss for sending a technical team to the relay station keeps getting denied by Junlei. The chief.
could check out the relay. No need for official sign-off in that case.
I should say no, but why not? Maybe you can figure out why it's offline. I'll send you with an equipment manual. Hopefully we'll get lucky, or I'll get my approval in time.
Hope you don't mind if I borrow that manual when you're done with it, Captain. I could do with some leisure reading.
Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve a copy of the relay's backup data. I gotta forward any messages from Earth stored in the memory. Better late than never, eh?
Yeah.
The relay stations orbit the edge of the Halcyon system, so they tend to receive the majority of any transmissions from Earth. I'm sure the station's got a stack of junk messages just waiting for me to sort through.
I'm off. Alright, time to talk to Mr. Big Shot Fancy Pants Udon Bedford.
I'm just gonna hang in the back and try not to touch anything.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Alex is dead.
No, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
Sorry for your loss.
Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have.
What was your relationship with him?
He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he? Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die? No! How dreadful. That was always Alex's greatest fear, you know. Devoured by those fiends. Becoming one with their droppings. Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Alex never mentioned Phineas Wells.
That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
What's this about the board having your head?
It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal.
Anything I can do to help?
Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. Well, it's my white whale, I suppose.
I can't tell you where Wells is.
It's fine. Really, it's perfectly fine. I understand. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like to drown myself in work.
The epicness of the importantness of my leveling up, I can feel it in my bones. Lock that in. Alright, cool.
Rizzo's mock apple pie. A hard diet for a hard life.
Mm-hmm.
Have either of the assault cruisers ever put into Groundbreaker?
You kidding? The chief wouldn't let a couple hundred board troops in here.
I just figured there's so many people on them. They gotta get out and stretch their legs sometime.
Well, they can do that on the board's own dirt and breathe up the board's own air.
Yeah. I'll agree with that.
Hey, you got a second?
Hmm.
Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
Pretty eager to throw in with somebody you barely know.
Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
Hi, Felix. Consider this your interview.
Sure, an interview. That sounds fair. I mean, first time for everything, right? Ask me anything you like.
What's the value of pie?
It's delicious. Mock apple pie and a tripicale crust. Maybe with a little cream on top? Classic.
Right. Biggest flaw.
Foreman told me my biggest problem was that I didn't take orders. I told him my problem is not with authority, it's with jackasses.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess my biggest flaw is that I don't suffer idiots. Hope that's not a deal breaker.
Yeah, you're dealing with a couple of big brains. It's fine. Yeah, you good in a fight?
Are you kidding? I love a good fight. One time, I took an autoloader's head clean off its servos with one swing of a tossball stick. You can count on me in a scrap, boss. That's a promise.
Alright. Perfect, you're hired.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not going to regret this.
You got a crew now, Felix.
Now. Slow. Whee!
Caution. Unexpected turbulence may cause loose containers to topple from the upper shelves. If you are crushed to death, I'll need to find a new captain.
That you will. Plasma cutter now has double the plasma. Oh. So that's how you do it. Okay. Alright.
Who's living in a relay station all the way out here?
Captain, this place is supposed to be empty, yeah? Because I got the queerest feeling.
Mm-hmm. Me too. The fuck was that? Frey's journal. Last night I dreamed, and it was beautiful. The streets of Byzantium were decorated with crimson streamers that laughed in the breeze. They asked me to take them, to give them my special ones. I gathered the crimson in my arms and felt so alive, so happy. I turned, and Delilah was beside me. I did not question why my supervisor was there. Her eyes were so full of the emotions I know she feels but dare not show at work. Guy's having a case of psychosis. He loves his supervisor so much he wants to kill her.
Left hands, Cap.
Display units. Mm-hmm. Update security routines. Okay. So that should mean that all the automechs, not automechs, are back in their charging pods. Say now. Fuck. Whispers do not stop. Every person I see, the whispers tell me to help them. Show me the pain and longing hiding in their eyes. Tell me how these people want, no, need the gifts I can give. All it takes a few moments with the blade. Bright, bright, bright fountain of crimson to delight the eyes, and all of the pain would be gone. I can do it. I know how to help them. Get gets harder and harder to stop myself. Saw a friend today, an old friend from school who's now a doctor for Auntie Cleo. Told him about my dreams. Nothing outright. Oh no, I'm not so foolish as that. Told him it was an old book I found and described my dreams and whispers as happening to a character in the book. I asked him how he'd help this character. He looked at me and he knew. He knew. He knew. The whispers told me to end his pain, that he'd tell. He'd tell. I got up and left quickly. I did not hurt him. Not. I have to leave Byzantium. He will tell. They will come for me and lock me away. I must find a secret place. A place I can be alone. A place with no whispers. Boy is suffering from psychosis. Possibly schizophrenia. Not sure I much appreciate the spooky atmosphere.
It's all in the wrist.
Don't say things like that, Felix. Scared the shit out of me. Not safe here. A few thousand square meters, but sufficient for my needs. I was able to flee Byzantium with enough bits to purchase supplies from it to last for decades. It's a strange thing being among common people on the Groundbreaker. Whispers barely stirred at the sight of their ill-fed, scarred, and unwashed bodies. If only there were fewer freighters docking there, bringing real people from Byzantium, I could almost have made a home free of temptation. As I've made this place livable, or as much as it can be. No more voices in the aether, no more whispers. You didn't actually find the source of the whispers. Projection. Projection onto an outside tormentor. In this case, an orbital relay transmitter. It was kind of cute.
Nicely done.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Oh boy.
Oh, gosh. He's dead, ain't he?
Yeah, he's long gone.
Whispers did not stop. They returned. They howled, and demanding I return home. Activate relay transmitter. Alright. Hold up. Okay. That didn't work. Also, the AI pathing in this is great, because it is... Oh, shit. Okay, well, they actually, like, follow the path that you take, rather than trying to path as quick as possible to get to you, because I know that were I playing any of the Fallout games, my companions would have walked through the explosives and would have walked through that security fence just without any other reason other than that they could. Right. Head back to the Groundbreaker.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Thanks, Ida. Yeah. I'm kind of tired, so I'm gonna call it here. But first,
You see we had a conveyor pull in? One of them interstellar jobs.
Hard to miss something that big. Guess your shuttle bay crews have been working overtime?
Yeah, but they're happy about it. Been 3 months since the last one.
Yeah.
3 months? I thought you said conveyors came in every 2 months.
That was last year. This year's different.
Y'all are relying on corporations to fund yourselves. Keep yourselves living. You're gonna have to be self-sufficient, because... Aftertaste the rainbow? Ugh. I don't want to think about that.
My comm center already got an update ping from the backup relay. I trust everything went smoothly. Thanks. That's odd. The only messages in the queue are encrypted ones. Looking at the transmission logs, the relay hasn't received a single unencrypted message in the past 36 months. Must be on account of some new security red tape. Well, whatever's the cause, the board and the Earth Minister will see it sorted. Thanks again for saving my derriere. I secured quite the payment authorization for you from Chief Junlei. Try not to spend it all in one place.
Thank you so much. Hot damn. That's a good payment. Much appreciated. Thanks, Edna. And with that, I'm going to leave it here for today. Yeah, okay. Yeah, didn't sleep well last night, and just insanity with everything. Just, yeah. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for watching, my lovelies. Stay safe, wash your hands, wear the mask, and overall, just be good people. Probably gonna return on Friday, and probably be playing more of this, honestly. Sort of in no particular order. That being said, thank you all for watching. I'll see you again on Friday. Bye-bye.